Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with an NU Showdown live. Now, I actually finished last night. Sorry, that was like Thursday, would it be last night? This is going on Monday, but that would be Thursday, which would be last night. So I just finished up last night the RU suspect test laddering, basically because I'm going to be camping. I'm currently camping while this is up, and yeah, I'll just show you guys right here. But Shake actually got above. We were too close. We were tied. I was number one. But yeah, I actually ended up getting wrecked for the Alamo suspect test for the first part anyway. There's going to be a second part which starts when I come back, so that's great. I just wanted to get this done before, get my 2700 coil, which is exactly what I needed. I'm leaning towards no ban at the moment, but that will probably change, or we'll see how that will change when we get the new ladder. And I see, but in any case, I'm using this team that my boy Fractions passed me, so big shout outs to him. It's a dual dancing Rhydon team. I know Jambad will probably love that, but it's NU, and I just wanted to chill live. This will probably be a short live because I actually have to be. Right now, I'm in the process of doing laundry and packing to leave because I gotta leave in about an hour. So hopefully I can get this short live done and then be able to leave from there. But I want to lead off with my Scyther. Hello, Ligament. Minus Y. Okay, I want to lead off with Scyther because it's faster than Jinx unless it's Scarf Jinx, and if it is Scarf Jinx, I will switch out anyway. Ugh, he let off with it. I don't know if it's Scarf Jinx or Sash. I don't have a Sleep Absorber either. Does this do much versus his team? It helps versus Vileplume. It could very well be Scarf Jinx. I'm actually just going to go out to Hariyama. I don't want to risk this thing being Scarf Jinx. If it goes for Ice Beam, I can go for Knockoff from there, or Bullet Punch. As he switches out, so I think he's not Scarf Jinx, but this does give me a knockoff right here. I can get rid of something's eviolite, or Vileplume's Black Sludge, or Rocky Helmet apparently, and potentially Pelipper's Leftovers, but Vileplume does come out. I'm going to take this opportunity to go out into my Mesprit and just get out my Stealth Rock. I'm not too worried about Vileplume between Scarf and Roars, which actually can put in a ton of work versus him. All I got to do is get rid of Jinx, so I'm glad I didn't risk potentially versus Scarf Jinx turn 1. Just throw off a Sludge Bomb. He doesn't appreciate switching into this mode at all, so we can just get up our rocks, as Pelipper is going to come out. This is a defogger, and Rhydon is his only rocker, so I'm assuming that it's not dual dance Rhydon, so I could just Psychic just to weaken him a bit, do as much as possible. I even get a Spadette drop on top of that, so he's not going to appreciate this Pokemon at all. And what I can do now is just get on my Stealth Rock. I expect him to hard switch into Jinx. Honestly, going for U-turn might just be the better play. Yeah, I'm gonna go for U-turn because if Jinx comes out, it'd be annoying to deal with. So, I'll choose that over Rocks as he goes out into Aurorus, which actually has a snow warning. And big shout out to my boy Matt Houston for the music in the background, by the way. I don't know why it stops like that abruptly, but I'll get that fixed. But I can go out into my Hariyama now. And actually double out into Mesprit, expecting him to go out to Vileplume. I think he wouldn't allow Pelipper to lose its item. The fact that this already took hail damage is also helping me potentially sweep with Scarf Aurorus. He shouldn't stay in, seeing as how, well, he could stay in if he wants to. I do a Bullet Punch at the end of the day, so I'm not too worried. Let me just knock. I'd rather get rid of Pelipper's item, if anything, or keep Vileplume low. I even crit him on top of that. So, is that the second time I crit him? I feel like I crit him the first time too. But I can go out into my Mesprit. If he does have recovery, he'll be slowed down by the hail as he just throws off a Sludge Bomb. To be expected. His next Sludge Bomb could knock me out, but he's one step closer to being swept by Dual Dance Rhydon as well. I actually don't even need to Swords Dance up at. I actually don't even need to Swords Dance up, I think. Because Rhydon can beat him just with a Rock Polish. Very, very easily because Vileplume is low. So we're just going to spam Psychic versus this thing. Do as much damage as possible. Maybe get a Spadette drop. Who knows? It does do a lot as he defogs away the hazards. And once again, I'm just going to go for my rocks right here. Because every turn I force him to roost, I just get to throw off a Psychic anyway. And it's another chance to potentially get a Spadette drop, allowing me to beat him 1v1. And because rocks are up, I don't think it is Sash Jinx, guys. I really don't think it's Sash Jinx, just the way he played it. But if it is Sash Jinx, then obviously it's Sash is broken. Again, I really want a little hit off on Rhydon, though I don't necessarily need it because my Earthquake will 2-hit KO him regardless. Yeah, and I'll just, we're just going to rinse repeat a little bit here. Because on his roost, because again, he actually throws off a Scald. So I'm kind of hoping he burns me. As he unfortunately does not. The reason I wanted him to burn me is because I would go down and then I could go out into like Auroras and pick him off. But it's just fine. Yeah, because I do have the freeze dry in the back, which will OHKO him no matter what. So, you will kill me. You will knock me out. And he doesn't have good freeze dry switch-ins. Like, I mean, he has Jinx, but that's just being weakened. I will make sure I get rocks up by the end of the day. Ligament. Ligament, you will not be... I'm stubborn too, buddy. I'm stubborn too. And I get rocks. And Vileplume is already low, so I don't necessarily need Mesprit at all. So, there's a defog. I don't mind at all. You're not stalling me out of Psychics. If anything, I'm stalling you out of Roost. Come on. I don't think that matters. I have more Stealth Rock than he has defogs left. So I can keep going for it. Okay. I will continue to go for Stealth Rock because I have more. I will continue to go for Stealth Rock, buddy. I really think you should attack me. Because the second I get up Stealth Rock and he roosts, oh, that's perfect. There. He ended up switching out, so. Again, we're just able to get up our rocks right there. And I'll be able to U-turn right here, as his Ice Beam is going to be able to pick me off. I think he might actually be Scarf Jinx. But just in case, I'm just going to go for BP right here. Just in case he wasn't Scarf Jinx. And he paralyzes me as well. Unfortunate. Yeah, I'll just BP again. As he goes out to Pelipper. However, Pelipper is now low, and if it wants to defog, which it can, I get to throw off, I think it is actually Scarf Jinx, and he was fearing the Scarf Scyther. But I get to go out to my Auroras. And just throw off a Freeze Dry. Actually, Hyper Voice might be able to knock him out. I'll bet Calc versus Pelipper, because Hyper Voice might be able to knock him out. I love how I have fraud. Look at my moves. 3 icy. Ooh, icy McSpicy. Auroras. Let's just assume I'm Rock Polish. Grisius Orb, great. Just a nice filler item. Alright, this kills. Cool. So, what? He's running a lot of Spadef. But he goes for U-turn anyway. Okay, so I should just went for the freeze dry right there. But I mean, he doesn't come in on anything anyway. I guess Jinx could come out if he wants to. What else would come out? Like, nothing really appreciates taking this hit. Maybe Tauros. But I would like to weaken Tauros because I can just Rock Polish up on that monster. As Auroras ends up coming out. I mean, we don't resist each other, but I'm also Scarf, so I'll just throw off Hyper Voice. I mean, we do resist each other, excuse me, but I'm also Scarf, so I can Hyper Voice. This is actually his rocker, so maybe his Rhydon is actually Dual Dance. That scares me a little bit. I want to keep him low, though. For Scyther. And he just Thunderwaved me. Man, has support Auroras. Interesting. But again, something's going to go down to this Hyper Voice right here. As I'm able to knock out Pelipper. So he is Dual Dance Rhydon. I didn't expect Auroras to be a Stealth Rocker. I thought it would be Scarf as well. Or potentially like Choice or Life Orb in some sort of way. Either way, it's in range of Earthquake. Tauros can come out and goes for Earthquake if it wants to. Jinx can come out and can't really do much to me. Vileplume doesn't knock me out with Giga Drain. I think Rhydon should come out. If I was my opponent, I'd bring out Rhydon right now. Like 100%. Because I don't even know if Tauros knocks me out just because of Auroras' high HP. 387, good lord. That's uninvested, guys. Uninvested. What you gonna do, Ligament? My Flynn? I should have made the double with from Hariyama because that was like pretty much his best opportunity to defog. I don't know though. If he is Scarf Jinx, I do need 2 Rock Polishes. Rhydon does come out. I don't have the a switching. So I'm not going to attempt to switch. And I can just now go out into my Shift Tree. Would he Rock Polish up here? I could lose if he Rock Polishes up here, but I'm going to defog anyway. Because Vileplume is so low and so is Auroras. Get rid of these rocks. Knockoff should, in theory, be able to knock him out. It's 328 attack. I mean, it doesn't have the best defenses. I'm going for it. You don't have an item. I mean, you do have an item. You better have an item. Otherwise, I'm about to get blizzard. But he doesn't have a good knockoff switching anyway, so at least we're able to get rid of his rocks. And we were able to knock off his focus sash. Okay, that's interesting. I like that though, because blizzard, the hail, and a blizzard being 100 accurate just breaks. It really breaks his like potential focus sashes that you could be facing. I'm expecting this to be Scarf Jinx, and I'm expecting to go for the Lovely Kiss right here, as he actually just goes for the Ice Beam. I mean, either way, this wasn't a bad switch on my part, regardless, so I could just go for Close Combat. Pick up a kill. As we are able to get rid of the Vileplume. Nice, nice, nice. Is it Scarf Jinx? It should be Scarf Jinx. Rhydon comes out and we have to Close Combat because we cannot allow him to Rock Polish up for free. Yeah, this was the best play. And I could sack Jinx here. Or excuse me, Scyther. Because Scyther doesn't do much versus his team, and I keep a Bullet Punch for Jinx, as well as a Resistance. I'm just gonna knock. And now I can just go out to my Shift Tree and proceed to go for the Sucker Punch. He's gonna Rock Polish up right here, but I don't really care. As he switches out into Jinx, I really do think he's Scarf. I really do think he's Scarf Jinx. He has to be Scarf Jinx. The Rhydon comes back. Well played, well played, well played. Right back on the Shift Tree on the Earthquake. We don't take it well, but we take it, which is the important part. And I get 2 attacks off, so we can go for knockoff right here, and I will be able to get rid of the Rhydon, as well as potentially get rid of Tauros' item. Making it severely weak. I'm actually just going to defog so he knocks me out. He might go for Zen Headbutt, that way he can't knock me out. Iron Head's able to knock me out, nice, and I can just Rock Polish up twice. And win the game. Because 1, he can't flinch me because of sheer force. 2, I need a double Rock Polish, that way I can outspeed Jinx. 3, he wouldn't be able to knock me out anyway. So Rhydon should be able to come through. Goodbye! Jinx dies, I'm pretty positive. Unless it was Sash. If it was Sash Jinx, he bluffed this so well. Like, he bluffed it really well. But I really do think it's, I really do think... don't be Sash Jinx. It was Sash Jinx the entire time. I did not know that. I thought it was... Wait, I could have won so easily then. That was my fault. That was definitely my fault. It was actually Sash Jinx the entire time. Wow. Let me calc something. Let me see my Hariyama spread. Double sashes, huh? It's cool though. Wait, what mind games was he talking about? If he had Psychic, unless he was just nasty plot. He bluffed it really well though. Hariyama, custom set. Yeah, I need a Bullet Punch crit to knock him out. And we're not even going to be able to get that. Good game. So he definitely bluffed that well. I did not know... I didn't know it was Sash Jinx. I really thought it was Scarf just based on the way he was playing it. But he definitely got me right there. Good lord. And that was such a long game too, just to lose that. I feel like Jamvad. Alright, next time I'm just going to keep hitting Jinx no matter what. It didn't make sense that he would switch out if it was Sash Jinx versus Scyther. Why am I Swarm too? Yeah, it wouldn't make sense that he would switch out versus if he was Sash Jinx versus Scyther then, because he could easily just get off a Lovely Kiss on everything. Oh well. He beat me, so what can I say? Dual Dance, Rhydon has a field day versus his team if I can weaken Gourgeist. As leads off a Primate, so this does allow me to get up my U-turn because I'm expecting the U-turn out into his Skuntank or Steelix, and that allows me to get off an Earthquake. There we go. I'm actually just going to go out to Aurorus because nothing on this team appreciates this hit. An Earth Power anyway. I could go for Freeze Dry here, but I'm just going to throw off an Earth Power because it hits Steelix as well as Magmortar and Lantern. So, there's damage, sort of. I did nothing. Right back on the Mesprit. That's the one thing I love Mesprit. I think it's such a great Pokemon, but it's so easily worn down. And will you turn on his Volt Switch because I was thinking about doubling out to Rhydon, but then I literally need to hit Gourgeist. I don't think he's going to allow me to hit it. As long as I don't get parried ever, I think I'm also in a good position. Never mind. I'm just going to get up my rocks in his pursuit because I am Cobra Berry, so I will live. Or he can just be Stench instead of Aftermath and flinch me. Just ready to get up my rocks. I can go right out to Rhydon on his Defog. And throw off a Stone Edge to hit the Gourgeist. I need a Stone Edge him to put him in range of +2 Stone Edge, hopefully. Never mind, you know. This is getting a great live so far. I'm gonna start knocking items. Forget this. Yeah, I don't mind taking a Wisp as long as I'm able to start getting rid of some items. You don't need those items. He doesn't need these items. Whether it be Steelix, Lantern, or Skuntank, sometimes should be a switching. Yeah. You don't need that item, horse. Please don't poison me with Poison Jab. I would hate that. Don't poison my Aurorus. Ah, clean. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna go for Freeze Dry right here, just in case he goes back out in the Lantern. But also, I don't want to go for Earth Power and have him. I have good switching to Magmortar. I have a decent switching to Magmortar, being Hariyama and the Pseudo Check and Rhydon. I'm just gonna Freeze Dry here. I don't think Earth Power knockout's gonna take anyway, and I don't want him to make a play of going on to Gourgeist. I just actually just go for Earth Power. Forget it. He might just stay in and do that. So that's fine. I'm gonna go out into my Shift Tree now on the next Sucker Punch and just go for Leaf Storm and pick him off. Leaf Storm doesn't care about the burn. His resistance does not mean he will live, and I will be able to knock him out. So, alright. That's cool. I'm probably never gonna get a Bronx versus anything, but at least we got rid of the Skuntank early on. Quote unquote. Well, half my team is like dead. So Primate comes out. I'm gonna allow him to U-turn out and knock out my Mesprit. Because Steelix can come out. Steelix should come out anyway. And I'll just Earthquake that with my Rhydon 100%. And then it's like the only play I have. Lantern decides to come out. I mean, I do get off a Leaf Storm now, so I'm not complaining. But I'm actually going to go for Knockoff, just in case he wants to try and switch from the Leaf Storm. Like he might go Magmortar, he might go Gourgeist, he might be crazy with that, so I don't know. Either way, it was just my better play than going for Lucerne. Lucerne can miss, and I would rather get off damage than nothing happened that turn. And we did get rid of Lantern's recovery, which means that it's not going to be switching into Scyther and things like that anytime soon. Magmortar was his switching. I can just go out to Hariyama and go right for the Earthquake. I'm not even going for Knockoff. I'm going right for Earthquake. This monster could have Psychic. It could be Specs. Plus I want to try and weaken it as much as possible. Yeah, I'm okay with him potentially burning me. Well, not this. I wish I was Guts. But we'll be able to go out to Auroras on the Will-O-Wisp. Or Leech Seed, okay. That's good, that's alright. I'll actually double onto my Scyther, expecting him to want to go out to Lantern here. Because that can obviously take a hit. And Lantern obviously is just expendable at this point as well. And hopefully Choice Band and U-Turn does knock it out nice. So Lantern's gone. Which means he doesn't like switching into anything. And I can go out to Auroras, which scares out Gourgeist. Maybe forces in the Magmortar, which I wouldn't mind. And then I can go for the... or Primate. But Primate means I can go out into my Scyther on a potential close combat or Earthquake. I don't think he had like Stone Edge or something like that. Once he gets a Rocks though, I'm in such a bad position. I don't even know if U-Turn would pick off Aurora, so... Yeah, he does go for the close combat, nice. And once again, U-turning out is the play. I'm expecting Steelix to want to come out nice. Should I try and sweep him with, yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the Swords Dance here, just in case he tries to go for Rocks. I hope he goes for Rocks. Yep. Nice, and I'll be able to go right for the Earthquake and knock him out. Obviously Rocks do knock out Auroras, but I couldn't do anything. I don't think I could do anything about that. If anything, I'm winning with Hariyama. Because I gotta weaken Gourgeist a lot. I don't know if he'll be faster than Dual Dance Rhydon. He might be. But if he's not and we get a crit, it doesn't matter. Ah, there's a flinch on my Mesprit. I would have been able to set up Stealth Rock after I knocked out Stuntant. And he gets the revenge crit right there. Okay. So I guess we're... I was thinking about switching out and sacking Auroras. I think we still take close combats and stuff. So yeah, just Earthquake here. How much does close combat do? Did the move already go through? Okay, I thought it went through for a second. I got scared. Magmortar. Let's see. Close combat does so much. Good lord. I'll just CC. Why would I not CC? Yeah. Because CC into Bullet Punch 100% kills. Ah, now we win the game. Beautiful. Oh, I just want to piss him off a little. It's not my fault. I'm happy I got it, yeah. Remember when you flinched me? Ah. Also, it didn't matter at that point because it was still 2-hit KO'd, and you had 0 switch-ins to my attack. So I would do the same game plan. Yeah, Earthquake knocks him out. And we tank this. GG! And now we leave. Just trying to have a little bit of fun, you know? That should be the point of Pokemon. I mean, I don't control hacks. And that sucks, right? But the thing is, at that point, all he had left was Gourgeist, Primeape, and Magmortar. So he couldn't switch out into anything. I'm tired of these Skuntank teams. Though this is another one of those games where... This is another one of those games where my Rhydon has a ton of potential to come through. Did you guys just see that? I just took a push, I don't know why. Yeah, we're gonna lead off. I think Rotom is his best lead. We do have Defog, so we're not too worried. I think Rotom is his best lead because he beats my Mesprit Scyther lead. Hey. We're actually gonna lead off with Scyther though because it matches up well versus Mesprit, Hariyama, Skuntank. I can knock an item. Look at this Feral Seed. That man don't even know what he's doing. That man is chilling. Straight up chilling. There's the Mesprit. I want to knock so badly. I think knock is the best play. Because Bandit Nox should be able to 2-KO Mesprit unless it's Cobra Berry, which it could be, very well be, but I don't know if you risk like Bandit Bug Bite. But I guess I don't know how common that is either. I haven't played anyone since, like, seriously since the road. But Nock hits Rotom and Feral Seed, so. Yeah, there you go. Expecting a Thunder Wave to want to come out, but I'm gonna go out to Hariyama anyway. I got that thick fat. Not that it matters in this game at all. There's no ice moves at all on either side of the field. We'll get Matt to loop this as well. I'll double out to my Scyther too, just in case he wants to go Mesprit here, because I can go for the U-turn. Because I don't think he'd let me close combat him where I already knocked him off. He could be Protect, but I think he spikes. I really do think he spikes. So I'm going to double out into my Scyther and hope that, pretty much hope for the best right here. Man, these ending games are taking so long too. I'm really sorry, guys. This will probably be the last game, like no matter what, win or lose. This will probably be the last game. Let's see if he protected here or went to Mesprit. He did protect. I mean, either way, I got to U-turn out again, right? So I get a ton of damage off. I already knocked off its eviolite. That did so much. I'm gonna make the shift tree play because I don't want him leech seeding. This also deals with any attack he wants to go for as well. Because I could just knock an item. Nothing on his team appreciates being knocked off. Nothing appreciates being knocked off. Nothing appreciates being burnt too. Oh, that did so much damage. Good lord. Good lord. I'm actually going to force him to defog as well. So what I am going to do is go out into my Mesprit. Even if he goes for knock here, I'm obviously Cobra Berry, so I don't really care. I will be able to live it. Cobra, of course, for those newer players. Makes super effective dark hits weakened, so. Or weakens the damage from super effective dark hits. Is that more accurate? Yeah. And again, we can just get up our rocks right here. And we'll force his defog. I think rocks up for me are better for me than spikes being up. Though at the same time, he now went Mesprit, so I kind of don't like this as much. This is his Stealth Rocker. He's very prone to being swept by Dual Dance. He actually ended up going for the Toxic, which means no rocks are up, and that means I can go right out into Bandit Scyther. And just go right for the U-turn one more time. Feral Seed will go down. Hariyama's going to take a hell of a lot, because resist does not mean live. Well, it's going to live, but resist does not mean you tank. Not in this generation, man. When Pokemon have like 4 million attack? Hell no. When NU still has ridiculous threats? Hell no. So decides to sack Feral Seed. I'll take that. Because now when I get rid of his hazards, they'll be gone for good. And what I think I'll do is I'm going to make the Aurora's play simply because it's Scarf. So it's faster than the majority of his team. Again, I think Rocks being up is scarier for him than Spikes for me because Rocks put Rotom in range of Stone Edge, put Hariyama in range of Earthquake 100%, weaken Mesprit, and things like that. I also have Healing Wish in the back, so if he goes Mesprit, I might just Hyper Force just to weaken him. Though I think he should go out into his, Hariyama here. I'll make the Hariyama play. Yeah, I think I would 100% make the Hariyama play right here. He doesn't have to, I guess, but I think Hariyama just makes the most sense. It's the only thing on his team that 100% beats me. Doesn't risk me being Scarf. Doesn't weaken Mesprit for Rhydon. It also depends on his, yeah, he does go Hariyama. Good play. As he should have. We'll go right out to Mesprit here. He was thick fat, I think. Actually, you just know he was Assault Vest. I never used Frost Breath on this thing. I want to. It's such a good move. Well, it's just a fun move. I don't know if it's necessarily good. I don't think it's necessarily good. It's definitely a fun move, though. So he could close combat here. He could bullet punch. I expect him to knock off, to be honest. He does go right for the CC. And we're just going to keep a bit of momentum and go for the U-turn. He has 2 resistances. I don't expect him to stay in with Hariyama. And either way, because of the defense drop, I mean, U-turn's going to do about 12 maybe because of the defense drop. So, again, it's just weakening him for Leaf Storm from Shift Tree. So every bit of damage, every small percentage of damage is still working out in my favor. He could sack this though, but I mean, like, would he really defog when he has up a spike and that's it? I'm just surprised he didn't go for rocks with his Mesper ever. I definitely would run for rocks. Like 100%. He had the opportunity to. He also had a defogger, so he was more in control. I have a Scyther running around. Like, I have a Scyther running around. You get up your rocks. If I was Scarf Scyther, it would also be cool right here, but he does go Skuntank, as expected, or as he should have. And we're going to go out to Auroras because I would go Rhydon right here, but I think I'm going to use Rhydon to set up on the Tauros. I think that's the safest way. I don't risk HP Grass on Skuntank. Also, this just does a hell of a lot. This is Refrigerate boosted. This should be able to knock out the Skuntank, and it'll also 2-KO Rotom, 2-KO Tauros. I don't know if it'll 2-KO Hariyama just because of Thick Fat, but he decides to go for Sucker Punch, which means I do have a bit of free reign now with my Mesprit running around. So we're able to get rid of Skuntank right there, which means I can spam Psychic next time Mesprit comes in. I'm going to keep Auroras alive though because it is faster than Tauros. Well, now I don't have to keep it alive because he brings it right in, so he kind of just loses the Shift Tree at this point. And unfortunately I get a crit. I don't know, like, the damage on that. If he was naive, it didn't matter. If he was naive, it didn't matter, but yeah, that's if he was naive, though. That's a roll if he was naive, but I guess it's unfortunate. I can still use this for Rotom if it's not Scarf Rotom. So I'm gonna switch out into my I'll switch out to my Mesper right here. I was sacking it now, but seeing as how Tauros is gone, and I don't know if it's Scarf Rotom or not, I can still spam Hyper Voice, so I'll go for that as he goes for Fake Out. So now I get to get off a knockoff, or actually not a knockoff. I get to get off a Psychic, and we can Mesprit a bit. Mesprit was faster than me as well. Damage. Clean damage. And again, just hit him with a U-turn. He should be faster than me. If he wants to get up rocks, that's fine. I can go out to my Scyther then and just click Aerial Ace. Or even just U-turn because I do have the defog once again, so I'm not worried in particular. The fact is, Fake Out though, I guess kind of worries me a little bit. Nah, he's not going to be faster than my Rhydon though. That's too much speed creep. You need Hariyama to be able to take those hits from, those special hits like from Magmortar. Even weaker hits from Mesprit. Like, you definitely need Hariyama to be as bulky as possible. So there's no way that his Hariyama is faster than a 196 speed, Rhydon. He just U-turns out. U-turn Toxic, Stealth Arc Psychic maybe? Toxic is so odd on this though. I don't know why he's running that. Because Mesprit forces in Pokemon like Steelix or Feral Seed or Skuntank, so I don't know how much I agree with having Toxic on it. I don't think it does much for the team, but he does go Rotom. And time to find out if this Rotom, I get a crit too. Time to find out if this Rotom is Scarf or not, because we'll be able to go out to Scarf Auroras. If he's not Scarf, we could probably pick him off right here. If he is Scarf, he will be able to outspeed us, but we'll be able to see that he's Scarf, and he has to lock himself into a move. Unless it's Volt Switch though. If he goes for Volt Switch and he is Scarf, he can obviously get on out of there. He goes for Shadow Ball. And that's a free knock in my book. My boy Hariyama gets to come through. He is Scarf. We just confirmed that. So I can go right for the knockoff right here. Like, he's playing his Hariyama well, but at the same time, like, it's so weak right now. It's so weak. I could just literally sack Mesprit. Look how much that knockoff did. He's probably gonna go for fake out. But again, there's no combination of moves. As long as I keep Sucker Punch on my Shift Tree alive, his Rotom can't beat me. As long as I keep Rhydon at a good amount of HP, I can win. Honestly, I just want to go to Rhydon now. That's not the smart play. The smart play is to go into this. I think just click Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace 2-hit KOs Rotom. It 2-hit KOs Mesprit. It knocks out Hariyama. I think U-turn knocks out Hariyama too, but I don't necessarily want to be switching around my Scyther at this point. I'd rather keep Rotom extremely low. Force this guy to go for Shadow Ball. And it just goes for the BP. So Hariyama is finally gone. Like again, I could have went out to Shift Tree and knocked him out with the Sucker Punch, but at this point we're just playing safely to win the game. Like as safely as possible. And we could just sack this to potentially Volt Switch or Shadow Ball. And then be able to go into Shift Tree. Even a crit Shadow Ball won't be able to knock me out. We know he's Scarf because my Aurorus was outsped and I was faster than him because I was Scarf. Or naturally faster than him if I was Scarf. Faster than the max speed Rotom is what I'm trying to say. And we can just click Knock right here. Knock will be able to get rid of the Rotom. As well as get rid of the Mesprit. Though I guess, I don't know what type of Mesprit. I guess if it's like random max speed. I don't think it is. I think it's support. I'm gonna Sucker Punch here. Just in case he just went for U-turn. So we're able to knock him out with that, and that is going to be GG. So good game to my opponent. And like I said, guys, I actually have to end it here because my laundry has been done for a little while. I got to go get that. I got to finish packing, and my ride is going to be here soon. So thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you guys, of course, all enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe, do your thing. And yeah, hopefully by Tuesday, regular lives, edited, and all that stuff will be back. So big shout out to my boy Matt Houston for the custom beat. And yeah, later, guys.